In preparing for an upcoming meeting with an advisee, it can be really useful to look at an overview of their records in eWeb under Faculty Services. So you can search for the student by ID or name using partial or full name, and I'm going to just search this student by name and get an overview including an ID number, their registration status for the upcoming term, class standing, current GPA, major, and advisor. You can also send an email directly from the link in eWeb here. Some students will have submitted appeals through eWeb in the past. They may be for course substitutions or credit limits or other appeals submitted through their own eWeb accounts. If appeals is highlighted in green, then you'd be able to open that up and see these past appeals and their decisions. A FERPA release would indicate the ability to share academic record or student affair info with a parent, guardian, or other designated person that they've opted to share information with. The FERPA release would highlight a key code number that can be given to you by that person in order to share information. When in doubt about what it's okay to share, though, it's always best to check with the registrar's office. Student info can give you an overall highlight of the student record, including their status, the full-time versus part-time residents, what student type they are, whether they're first-time, transfer, continuing, and then current program, admit term, and perhaps most importantly for advising in some cases, catalog term, which is what drives the exact requirements that student will need to meet in order to graduate. I also can look at the student schedule for the current term. This student, as we saw, is not registered, so the course schedule is not available there. Holds will list any current holds, including bursar, which would include references to financial aid. It could also be a hold put on by health services in case that student might be missing medical records. So this is always something useful to check to share with the student in case they aren't aware of a hold that might prevent them from registering for the upcoming term. Test scores might have been useful when a student was coming into the university to determine placements, but it's not something you would generally be checking for an upcoming advising meeting. Transcript can certainly be a useful tool. It can be filtered by levels. I'm going to search the undergraduate transcript for this student and see that they have transfer credit. Transfer credits at this university do not count towards a student's GPA, so that's why we have a GPA of 0 and a grade of TR for these credits. One important note when advising students is that earned hours on the transcript is not the best way to determine how close a student is to meeting the 120 credit minimum for graduation. There are some college credits that would be counted as earned on the transcript that actually would not count toward the degree, including developmental coursework or partial credit from a Math 101P developmental algebra class. So it's a common mistake advisors make in some cases is looking at that credit total and advising a student that they've satisfied the requirement if they meet their current course demands, but that is not actually always the case. The degree evaluation would be the best place to look for the progress in terms of the credit count. And of course, you'd always want to refer seniors to the application for degree so the registrar can run an official degree audit and send them a letter of their anticipated coursework and expected degree date. Before we look at the degree evaluation, I'm going to actually open the transfer evaluation, which allows you to see the exact subject and course number taken at a previous institution, the course title, and the grade that was received in that course, which of course would transfer in just as a TR grade to Eastern. And then next to that, you can see the Eastern equivalent that was given by the Office of Admissions, who administers this process. In opening the degree evaluation, you can run a current evaluation of the student's requirements or explore a what-if analysis. That'll be highlighted in our next video.